Hello everybody, I'm here with Jasper, and I'm going to be talking about how to make my rat hammocks. Someone asked me about this like 3 months ago, and I'm just getting around to making the video, which is really kind. But anyway, here's one of my hammocks. Here's what they look like. So they kind of hang in your cage by the 4 little hooks on the corners, and then your rats hang out in that bottom part. Hope that's kind of clear. Yep. And so all it really is one rectangle, not really square, on the top, go doot 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 doot, and then a larger rectangle on the bottom. See, that's really, there we go. So small rectangle on top, big rectangle on the bottom, and then they can kind of sit up here, or they can hang out in the middle part. Mine hang out in the middle, but I mean, hey, some might hang out on top. In summer, they more hang out on the top. And so all you really need to do to make this is have some polar fleece, which is, I'm not sure if that's what you call it in the rest of the world, but it's just like that really fuzzy, synthetic, slightly stretchy kind of material. And I've got measurements on my hand, except they're backwards for you. So the top rectangle, you need to cut to 33 by 23 centimeters, so obviously the 33 centimeters is that way, and 23 is that way. And then the bottom rectangle, that one there, needs to be 33 by 29, so it's a few centimeters bigger than the top one. If you can see, when you lay it like that, it's a few centimeters bigger. It doesn't have to be precise, it doesn't matter if it's a little bit off, your rats really aren't going to care. You could probably change it by like 10 centimeters and no one would notice, you know. Oh, and I also did it in inches. It's 13 by 9 and 13 by 12. If you do stuff in inches and can't be bothered to use a converter, that's the measurements. Anyway, so all you really have to do is cut your little squares to that size, and then you want 2 squares of each size. So 2 little rectangles and 2 big rectangles, and then you just sew those 2 rectangles together. You can hem them if you want to. I don't. I'm lazy. My rats don't care. It doesn't matter. So I just, if you can tell, just sew along the edge. You probably can't tell even. It's quite neat, really. Sew along the edge and then cut off the excess. Finger scissors. Cut off the excess. And then once you've done that for both of your rectangles, you just sew them together. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You can add little eyelets, these little metal thingies. You can just buy them at like craft stores and then hammer them in. Follow the instructions on the box. And then you can hang it with a hook like this. I have no idea where you get these hooks. I got mine off ratclub.org, but that's New Zealand site, so if you live anywhere but New Zealand, I have no idea where you can get these. I'm sorry. And they like hang in there like that and hook over the cage bars. But what you can do is you can use one of those like really big safety pins. Well, obviously you need 4 of them for each corner. And then you don't even need to do the eyelets because you can just stick it through the fabric and then hook it up over the cage bars. And that's really easy, cheap, you know, whatever. Anyone can do that. And that's really all you need for one of these. Someone asked me why to use polar fleece. The reason is it actually like absorbs odors way better than any other fabric, because if you use another fabric, your cage is going to get stinky really fast. That's just something I've learnt. Polar fleece is the best for controlling smell. So yeah, I change my hammocks probably about once a week, and I mean they do get a little smelly by the end of a week, so if I really wanted to keep my cage really like smelling like roses, I would probably change them about every 4 or 5 days. So yeah, but if you use other fabrics, it's fine. You just need to change them probably every 2 or 3 days as opposed to, you know, once every 5 or 6. So yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it though. It's really easy. I make them in about 2 minutes, and my sewing is awful. Don't need to be good at sewing. But anyway, my rats don't care. They love them. Love them to bits and pieces. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope this helped you. Bye!